Hi everybody, I'm Elsa,
I'm Anna.
and we wanted to read to you today. And if you have this book at home, you can follow along. So it's called Frozen Storybook Collection, and it has all of us in it.
There's Kristoff.
Today I'm going to read Elsa's Perfect Plan.
Ooh,
I wonder what this story is about.
I'm excited.
Queen Elsa sat in her study and thought. Her little sister's birthday was coming up, and Elsa couldn't decide how to celebrate it.
My birthday is coming up.
Oh my. She wanted to make the day extra special. It had been years since Anna had a real birthday celebration. I can give Anna a surprise party, Elsa thought.
I love surprises.
The next morning, Elsa consulted with the household servants, Gerda and Kai. I'll make sure the silverware is ready and the dishes are washed, Gerda offered. I'll create the menu, Kai said. Perfect, Elsa said. Now I'm free to focus on presents, decorations, and entertainment.
I wonder what else is gonna plan.
Elsa paced the hall. She knew Anna valued friends and family, and how was Elsa going to turn them into a present? She glanced at a huge painting. Suddenly, her face lit up. I'll give Anna a new portrait. Elsa needed to get to town to begin making arrangements. She turned abruptly and crashed right into Anna.
Oh!
Where are you rushing off to? Anna asked. Elsa stammered. I was just going to, the attic. I can help, Anna said. What do you need? Always so helpful. Elsa took a deep breath and blurted out the first thing that popped into her mind. String! I really need string! Elsa was worried if she stayed around much longer, she'd ruin the surprise. So she turned and ran, leaving Anna rather perplexed. With Anna occupied looking for string, Elsa hurried to the village. She knew the bakery had to be her first stop. Can you create a huge chocolate birthday cake for my sister? She asked the baker, and it needs to be a surprise. Of course, the baker replied. What kind of chocolate? We have different varieties. There are varieties of chocolate?
This is news to me.
I just want them all. Just then, Anna burst through the door. Elsa, Anna exclaimed, I've been looking everywhere for you. I found your string. Elsa shot the baker a nervous glance, but the baker had planned many surprise parties. With a wink, he turned to Anna. Would you like to taste one of our chocolate cupcakes? Or maybe an ice cream cake? Which kind is your favorite? After sampling, to their heart's content, Anna and Elsa headed home with just a few extra treats. Over the following days, Elsa began sneaking into town before Anna awoke. She visited the florist, the jeweler's shop, the children's choir, and even the royal painter. She wanted everything to be perfect. The big day was almost here, but Anna was feeling lonely. Elsa never seemed to have any time to spend with her. After so many errands, Elsa was exhausted. That's when Kristoff and Sven walked by. They'd been shopping for a special gift for Anna. You look tired, Kristoff said. There's no time to be tired, Elsa replied. I still need to get the decorations. Don't worry, he said. Leave the decorations to Sven and me.
Kristoff is really good at decorations.
And Sven is quite the helper.
Oh, yes.
Meanwhile, Anna was feeling even lonelier. It was odd. She knew it was almost her birthday, but as the date got closer, it seemed as if everyone was ignoring her. On the evening before her birthday, Anna sighed as she talked with Olaf. I just want to spend time with Elsa and Kristoff tomorrow. I'd hate for the day to go by without my best friends. Why? What's tomorrow? Olaf asked. It's my Anna paused and smiled. It's the summer solstice, a great day to be with friends and family and do nice things for the people you love. What kind of nice things? Olaf asked. Well, Anna said, like wash Kristoff's sled. Let's do it.
That sled does need a bath sometimes.
It was dusk as Anna and Olaf made their way to the stables, hauling sponges and a bucket of warm water. But when they pulled the blanket off the sled to begin their secret task, there were Kristoff and Sven. A asleep. What are you doing here? Kristoff asked, rubbing his eyes. I was going to wash your sled, Anna explained. Kind of a summer solstice surprise. Kristoff led Anna outside. The summer solstice is an important day, he said, but it's more important because it's your birthday. Do you even know what a real birthday is? Oh, I know, Olaf said. The little trolls told me it's when family and friends get together and there are candles and everyone sings and gives presents and yes, songs and presents are nice, Kristoff interrupted, but they're not what make a real birthday. Anna sighed. I may have had that kind of birthday a long time ago, but it's been so long, I don't really remember. Oh. From her bedroom window up high in the castle, Elsa looked out and saw Anna talking to Kristoff. She opened the window just a crack to listen. Kristoff cleared his throat. A birthday is a day when everyone gets to say that they really, really love cake. Kristoff was blushing. Well, I do love cake, Anna said. That really is a great day. Inside the castle, Elsa had just a few more presents to wrap. Then she spotted the string she'd had Anna fetch from the attic. A wonderful idea occurred to her. She would use a string to plan a scavenger hunt throughout the kingdom. It would be a great way to spend the day together. Just then, there was a light knock at the door. It was Anna. I can't open the door now, Elsa said. She didn't want Anna to see any of her gifts. Elsa? Anna asked. You know it's my birthday tomorrow, right? Of course, Elsa said through the closed door. Would you like to do something together? I've cleared the whole day. I'd love that, Anna said. Good night, Anna, Elsa said sweetly. Then she held up the balls of string and smiled. There were only a few hours left until Anna's birthday, and finally Elsa had the perfect plan.
It really does sound like you had the perfect plan.
Well, we did have the perfect plan. It was such a great day. I may have gotten a little bit of a cold.
Just a bit, but it was okay. I got to take care of you.
That is true. Colds don't bother me anyway. All right, Anna, what story would you like to read?
Let's see.
Story times are some of our favorite times at the castle.
Let's see, page 205. I'm gonna read Anna in Charge. The sun was shining bright in Arendelle, and everyone was in a good mood. Everyone, that is, except Princess Anna. I wish you didn't have to go to the Lichen Farmers Convention, Elsa, Anna said. Elsa smiled at her sister. I won't be gone long, Anna, I promise. Anna sighed. She knew Elsa would be back the next day, but Anna didn't like to be away from her sister for even a little while. Remember, while I'm gone, you're in charge, Elsa said. What if I don't know what to do? Anna said. Elsa gave her sister a hug. Don't worry, she said. I've written down some tips on how to rule. You'll be fine, and I'll be back before you know it. In her room, Anna flopped down in her most comfortable chair. She hoped Elsa's note would prepare her for the day ahead. Just then, there was a knock at the door, and one of the castle guards entered the room. Excuse me, Your Highness, the guard said. You are needed in the throne room. Anna's heart pounded loudly. There couldn't be a problem already. She hadn't even had time to read Elsa's note.
Oh no.
My goodness. Two farmers are having a disagreement, the guard explained. They are asking for your advice on how to settle it. Anna followed the guard to the throne room, where the two farmers were shouting at each other. Their voices were so loud that they didn't hear Anna enter. Excuse me, she said, but the two men kept yelling. Anna tried again, but still the farmers didn't hear her. Finally, the guard whistled sharply. The farmers became silent and toward Anna. Thank you, Anna said to the guard. Now what seems to be the problem, gentlemen? His chickens are eating all of my corn.
Oh no,
one farmer shouted. Well, his cows keep eating all the grass in my field, the other farmer yelled back. Anna listened to the farmers. Each of them thought he was right. How was she supposed to solve the problem? Then she remembered Elsa's note. Anna opened the note and quickly read the first few lines. Problems can be hard to solve, Elsa had written. You have a good heart. Do what you think is right. Anna bit her lip. What do I think is right? She asked herself silently. Anna had listened to both sides of the argument, and she had seen that both men had a point. She thought long and hard about what advice to offer. What did her heart tell her was the right thing to do? Finally, Anna jumped up. I have an idea, she said. Let the chickens eat the corn, the cows can eat the grass, and you can both share the milk and eggs. Anna held her breath and waited. The farmers looked at each other. Then they slowly nodded. They both liked that idea. As the two men walked away arm in arm, Anna smiled. She had solved her first problem of the day.
And you did such a wonderful job.
Those farmers look so happy. Let's see. The farmers had barely left the throne room when Olna came in. She said that the royal what is that word, Elsa?
Regatta?
Regatta, thank you. Regatta was about to start, and the Arendelle team was one person short. They might not be able to compete. Quickly, Anna opened Elsa's note and read the next line. I hope you aren't bored. Don't be afraid to mix it up. Great advice. How can I mix it up? Anna wondered. Then she had another idea. Racing down to the water, Anna found Arendelle's team. She jumped in the boat and began to row. When the race was over, Arendelle's boat had come in second place.
Great job.
Anna was happy that she had helped the team, but her day was getting started. Next, she had a visit with a group of children. Once again, she pulled out Elsa's note. You have a big heart, Elsa had written. Use it to have fun. Anna thought of all the times she and Elsa had played together when they were children. She realized that she needed to have fun now like she had fun then. Who wants to play hide and seek? Anna shouted. Look, second place.
I'm so proud of you.
It was an arm workout. The rest of Anna's day flew by. She met with the cook to review the menu for the iced harvest dinner the following week. Then she went to see the royal papersmith to make sure the invitations to the annual spring ball were on schedule. She even inspected the troops to make sure their uniforms were spotless. As the day wound down, Anna went back to the harbor to watch the rest of the boats race and cheer on the other teams. When the races were finished, she went to the awards ceremony to greet all of Arendelle's guests. We greet people with hugs.
Hugs are the best.
Warm hugs are the
Warm
best.
hugs.
Before Anna realized it, the sun was setting. Plopping down in a chair, Anna let out a huge sigh of relief. I wonder if this is how Elsa feels at the end of every day, she thought. Suddenly, Anna realized that she hadn't finished reading Elsa's note. She opened the scroll. After a busy day, it is nice to see the stars. The best view is from the roof. With the note in her hand, Anna climbed up to the roof. To her surprise, there was a picnic dinner laid out. Next to the food was another note addressed to her. Excited, Anna began to read. Good job today, Elsa had written. You can be me anytime. Anna gasped when she didn't know if she was ready for that. Ooh, look at all that chocolate.
I knew you were ready for that. You're a wonderful queen.
Thank you. Looking back down at the note, Anna read the last few lines. But don't worry, I'll be back tomorrow. Anna let out another sigh of relief. Being in charge was a lot of fun, but having Elsa home would be even better.
We have so much fun together in Arendelle.
We do. Ooh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to mess up your hair. Thank you so much for joining us for story time today. We had so much fun.
I hope you enjoyed.
And remember, if you're in isolation, don't lose hope. We love you, and we hope you have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.